What's good, Omni Gang or OMNISCALES Gang? If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. The tools will allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer, man. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's easy and everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm. Once again, that's Anchor, ANCHOR.FM. See you out there. Good evening or good morning, excuse me. It's 12:16 a.m. Friday, April 16th. Woke up from a nap, which turned into me sleeping into the next day. Very optimistic for tomorrow, working, exercising. Actually, I'm probably going to do something right after I finish this episode. And I'm going to do something else again when I get up. But welcome, man, to the OMNISCALES podcast. I am your phenomenal host, Mr. CD Scales. I would love to talk about love, respect, honesty, and also subtext, footnote, triggering emotional responses, triggering feelings of animosity, and just triggering anything. I came up or was raised in a brutally honest household. My father never sugarcoat shit. Especially people outside of my immediate household never sugarcoat shit, including my grandmother, grandfather, aunts, cousins, even associates I chose to, deal with or whatever. I believe in being polite, being empathetic, which is what I've done from the point I realized that I am no longer to feel entitled. Nobody owes me anything, and have zero expectations of people. And, I don't set it in a callous or a negative way, because I know a lot of people weren't raised like that. Some folks in general value 8th place trophies. It's just a bunch of different things that, my mindset was, people didn't know how to deal with, including myself, didn't know how to deal with emotions, feelings, just having all those expectations of people. And, I don't live my life like that anymore. If, we're out somewhere and, I don't have it, other people have it, and they do their thing and don't even ask me anything or look to see if I'm good, it's cool, man. I'm not gonna say I'm completely perfect. I'm still working on zero expectations, showing respect, being kind, being empathetic. I'm not going to say it's hard, but it's not always easy. I do believe there is a thing in being, too honest or, over-explaining or mansplaining, which is something I'm not going to say I struggle with, but something I need to work on. It's, I don't know, man. I feel like we all need to, in my opinion, really realize how we affect people maybe around us, how we influence people that may see us from time to time, just what it looks like, what we look like to certain people. It doesn't matter how much somebody loves you. It doesn't matter how much somebody admires you. It doesn't matter how much somebody may want to be like you or idolize you. I found out that a lot of things go out the window when you may say or do something expressing yourself, and, you may rub someone the wrong way. You may make somebody feel uncomfortable, or you may make somebody excited. Let's not just always focus on the negative. Or you might inspire somebody, or you might have somebody sit down and take a look at themselves and really try to see your point of view. But empathy to me is a very big thing. And I'm sure I influence people in a lot of different ways. I don't know like how people consume me. I don't know if it's like through social media, which probably is just about everybody that has heard me through the podcast. I don't know how people, if people experience me through like, which is still social media, YouTube, TikTok, or what have you. But I do want to stress the importance of taking care of yourself, not letting anybody dim your light, but also being respectful, even if you feel like you got to say something, not necessarily to somebody, but if you want to talk about a situation, even if you clarifying something, I respect that. I most definitely respect folks who, may have issues with things I say or do. Definitely. And like I say, continue to say to a lot of people that I know, even in good times when I, refer back to things, like I don't do or say things out of ill intent. I don't do or say things to intentionally hurt anybody. I believe my mother knows this best because, when I talk to her, I tell her everything. And, we have like deep, in-depth conversations, and I'm just happy to have her. When I was falling by the wayside, or, if in times where, I didn't have anybody, wasn't in a relationship, and, didn't know what to do, instead of going out and doing certain things, even based on the things my dad taught me, who passed in 2006 in November. Big rest in peace to him, or rest in power, actually. Even back then when, I wasn't really talking to my mom like that, and my dad had passed, I still had, teachings and sayings and quotes and experiences with them that, didn't take me off the deep end or put me in situations I didn't want to be in. It allowed me to have enough self-confidence not to go with the crowd, not to fall to peer pressure, even during times where, I wasn't working and I had a few people helping me out. I never let, my confidence waver. I never, quote unquote, got beside myself and really sat down and dug deep into feeling helpless and hopeless and, like the world is over and I got to go do this and that, and the third, and to survive. I never felt like that. I never did anything illegal to get money. I never really took anything to heart that today I can say, or, I never really felt any kind of way about anybody. And today I still got similar feelings towards them, or, I never let grudges or anything like that consume me. I do definitely understand that temperament is a very important thing. I do understand that the way you hear things is a very important thing. I do also understand that the way you say things is a very important thing. Going forward in my life from this day forward, I'm going to continue to express myself, be true to who I am, and, speak on how I feel about certain things, and, just emulate positivity. But at the same time, I definitely don't want anybody to feel like just because I love you or just because I know you, that you can influence my actions, and it's going to be uncomfortable. I'm not going to always agree with people. I'm not going to always feel the same type of pain that other people feel about social justice issues. I'm not going to always vote the way people think I should vote just because you believe in a certain thing. I'm an individual. I continue to say that and stress that. My mother knows that. A lot of my family knows that. I'm definitely going to stick to my guns at all times. But I feel like I can do that and be empathetic to other folks. It takes a lot to be the bigger man, the bigger person. It takes a lot to not engage in arguments like super deeply and take things to heart. It takes a lot for me to not be triggered and feel like everybody is against me and I'm just going to be upset until somebody either apologizes to me or, I go X amount of time, which I may need, away from somebody without talking to them, which I understand that as well. Life is a difficult and tricky thing. And, it's a mental thing, it's a social thing, and it's a physical thing. Because we interact in all facets of the world and the universe in all those different ways, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So I feel like I need to have my mentality right, my mentality together before I can, be or do anything, which I've worked on continuously. I used to be a negative person, like through and through. I felt like every person I talked to was supposed to feel the same way about me. I used to feel like, and still do sometimes, that when I'm out, people may look at me and dislike something that I'm wearing, or just like me as a person without knowing me, and maybe start laughing and talking amongst their peers and things like that. And it does make me feel some kind of way, but and it's mostly a certain group of individuals, which I'm not gonna name because that's irrelevant. But I feel like we're all comfortable. We're more comfortable certain places or certain areas around certain people than we are around others or other places. And, I think that's a part of life, and it's something that we all got to deal with ourselves internally. If you don't feel like you can deal with something like that, I advise anybody out there, in my opinion, to seek counseling, sit down and talk to folks that you love, that that you trust, and work through it, and, begin to develop different traits and different things you feel will be an asset to not only your mental and physical health, but to your craft as well, or something that you really want to do, something you out there putting your blood, sweat, and tears into. If you grinding out there, if you out there looking to shine on something that you really like and you executing, more power to you. I'm always happy for, people that take a look at themselves in the mirror first and foremost every single day. Life is about living it, actually. Not seeing it, not watching other people, which you can learn things from, which is what I've done before. I've watched other folks and learned different lessons that I didn't necessarily need to always 100% go through, or to go through at all. So, know that, this is this and this is that. Not necessarily right from wrong, but like certain paths and certain consequences and certain choices that you make. Some of those I didn't have to make or take because, I saw other people and I learned how to maneuver and how to move throughout certain facets and aspects of life. But, ultimately, I am very happy for my own personal temperament. I'm very happy for my own personal empathetic mindset, where I'm not going to lie. Days ago, I became agitated and upset about certain things, work-related. I'm usually a happy-go-lucky person on the job at all times. I'm not saying I ever fake it, but, I wake up every morning, whether I'm working or not, and with the aspirations and the goal to be better than I was 12 hours ago, 24 hours ago. I want to really, really take that into the micro, like seriously, like deeply. 12 hours ago, I was a different person. Not that I slept that long, but I want to continue to evolve, continue to elevate mentally, physically, spiritually, and all those facets of life. I personally want to be the type of person, that can continue to be the bigger person, continue to admit my faults and my wrongs. So when I do say or do something, I want to continue to be the kind of person that learns not to really care about people's opinions. And to an untrained mind, that does sound like you're being pompous and asshole or whatever. But the way it was explained to me was not to get too high on the cheers and not to get too low on the negativity or criticism or what other folks think. Because ultimately, you live your own life. Ultimately, you wake up every single day, even if you're a father, husband, teacher, professor. People rely on your words every single day. If they do, even then, you're still yourself. You're still an individual. Your health comes first. You have to, wake up, make sure you got yourself together, maybe eat or not. If you don't do that, work out, brush your teeth, shower, clothe yourself every single day. If you're an able-bodied citizen and, you still can do things for yourself, you got to take care of yourself first and foremost. And I don't say that to say that you're neglecting other people. I don't say that to say that you're ignoring somebody's needs. I don't say that to say that you don't care about what anybody else, how they feel. But, we all got to get ourselves right internally. We all got to get ourselves right mentally. We all got to get ourselves right spiritually, because I don't know. I don't really react to a lot of different things. It just ain't in my nature. I might say something later on, which, I kind of dislike too. If something, you feel something some kind of way at that moment in time, just say it then. I feel like that too. But sometimes you might have to take some time back to sit and think and, ponder about something, get over something, work through something, for a better term. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really feel like a lot of things warrant the aggression back. A lot has been said and done to me over my lifetime. I've been on Earth for about 3 decades. And I'll admit, when I was younger, I reacted to things certain ways. I let things defeat me mentally and spiritually, where I, sunk in, sulked, where I didn't talk to people, where I valued people's opinions over my own. And, that didn't feel good at all. As a man now, I'm not going to say I'm 100% perfect and, I just don't care about nothing nobody got to say about me, which I probably should. But, people's opinions sort of kind of matter. But I say that to say that they don't matter to where it affects my life. They don't matter as to where I'm second guessing who I am. Their opinions don't matter to where I'm just not going to do something because somebody else is feeling some way about something, or somebody's in the area, or somebody has made themselves known. I don't feel like I can let, people's thoughts and opinions affect me in certain ways. But, I say a lot of things I've said thus far on the podcast not to be insensitive. I say the things I said not to be a hard ass, but I only say those things to express myself, because this is my medium, this is my platform. And I don't say or do anything with ill intent or to just go out and blatantly hurt anybody. I just like to be honest. So I know that, everybody's different, and you can't approach every situation the same way, or you can't problem solve or work with the same formula you work with another person on. The same way as when I referred to a relationship situations of the past, where I say that, I feel like a person can't treat someone they used to be with like the person that they were, like the person that they're with now. Meaning that you can't expect somebody to live up to your ideas or your expectations that the last person lived up to. You can't feel like you can solve problems the same way you solved them with the last person that you were with. And that's just a little side note, and which still kind of conjuncts with what I'm saying now and how I'm feeling now. Like, we can't approach every single person the same. Like, we all got to get to know people. We got to talk to people. We got to show empathy. We got to sit down and talk things out. We have to really, 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 really get to know people. Because not everybody's going to feel how you feel. Not everybody's going to act how you act. People don't. And also, a lot of people don't take things the same as other folks. I've learned that, in my opinion, as well, that, a lot of shit doesn't even matter to me, honestly, as far as like opinions and, what people think and how people say things to me and what people say to me. But I do also, on the same token, understand how things could affect somebody. As I always do and continue to do, I'm eternally grateful to be here, to be alive. Very excited to, continue to, move in life, man. Take care of myself, take care of my health, take care of home, family, self. I'm just excited, brother. I'm excited, madam. I'm excited, youngin. I'm excited, sir, ma'am. you know, man, it's just too much happiness out here, man. It's too many motivational things going on. It's too many opportunities out here. It's too much more to do. It's so much more to climb for. So much more to aspire for. So for me personally, I will not allow anything negative to affect me on a personal level. I just can't. But at the same time, I definitely understand things I do and say and how they can affect others. Because a lot of people won't admit it, but we all as human beings have power. And it may not always be good power. We have the power of judgment. We have the power of criticism. We have the power of affecting people emotionally. We have the power of affecting people physically. We all have power, man. I've chosen to take my power into my own hands. I've chosen to change my mindset, change what and how I hear things. I've chosen to be apologetic if I do offend somebody, and it's always unintentional. Like I say, it's always unintentional. I would never say anything to somebody that I love with the intent of hurting them, especially if you haven't done anything to me. Even if you had, like, that's not how I operate. I don't do get backs. I don't do eyes for eyes. I don't do, you did it to me, so I got to do it back to you. I just, at this point in my life, I don't do none of that get back stuff. Like, that don't fly with me. And you know, it's my responsibility to communicate that and speak on that and not allow that to happen and to have a zero tolerance for it. Because above all else, I must protect my inner peace. Above else, I must protect my feelings. Above all else, I must control and master my emotions. I must have financial intelligence. I must have emotional intelligence. I must wake up every single morning working on improving that and working on that. I must. Absolutely. There is no excuse for me to be lacking in those areas that I just mentioned. I need to continuously work on that. It's not something for me personally that I can just wake up and just always have and, you know, and not work on it and not continuously improve it and not, just continue to manifest and prove to myself and work hard that, that I can become something great, become something better, can contribute something to the world and, just continue to, push forward. And like I say, with no ill intent, no need or will or desire to like make people feel bad or any of that. I promote positivity. I am all about expressing myself. I'm all about helping others. I'm all about encouraging folks. I am all about just putting out my spirit and soul into the universe and trying to contribute as much as I can to humanity, to the cause, and to the support of anybody that may need some kind of uplifting, whether it be talking, whether it be some kind of inspiration through social media and everything. And that's my aim. Of course, everybody's an individual. We all got our own mindsets. We all have our own way of thinking. We all have our way of problem solving. I never want to get stuck, quote unquote. I never want to get too comfortable. I never want to get content. I never want to let my place of employment demand too much out of me. I feel like in a way that can ruin people, where you are so concerned about your job, you fear losing your job so much. And this was just like a dream and a thought I had where you feel losing your job so much that you not taking care of your health, where you're like not taking care of, your own, your mental health either, where you're not at tune or at one with your spirit, where you just, work, consume things, whether it be like TV or whatever, and you're not working like on your physical health. I've fallen victim to that over the last 2 years where I was still doing things, working out. I was still going places. I was still eating, not I can say eating right, but eating mostly healthy. And, just still letting things take over, man. Like, the need to make money, which we all have. The need to eat, of course. Sometimes the wrong things. A lot of times the wrong things, actually. The need to, I ain't gonna say keep up with nobody, because I've never done that. I was talking to a few people actually yesterday about, as far as keeping up with people, as far as like clothing, different things. Probably because I never really had the money to do that. When I got on my own, I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, afford this, that, the third, or whatever. But, I just want to continue to work on myself, man. I'm not going to say nobody's opinion matters, but as far as me and my craft and my physical health and my mental health and, me waking up and taking care of myself each and every day, like that, people's opinions of me don't matter. How somebody feel about me don't matter. What somebody say about me don't matter. Like, I got a different mentality, man. I'm a different type of individual. A lot of people have called me soft. A lot of people have called me sentimental. A lot of people have called me emotional throughout my lifetime. Not recently, but, I've taken it. And, hey, shit don't matter. They don't know me. They don't know the specific details in my life. They don't know what I go through on a day-to-day basis. They didn't know, actually. But, it's all about how we take things in, how we react to things. And, me, I'm going to continuously, no matter what, continuously work on myself and my own mental health and my own mentality and my own self-confidence and my own state of mind. Folks, including my mom, most of my mom, says that my dad was a phenomenal speaker. He could talk to and motivate anybody. Actually, people in my family said it too, like my cousins and all that good stuff. And I wouldn't say that I have his gift of gab, but I'm something similar. I'm feeling like now with this podcast, I've done it for over a year, damn near close to 70 episodes, if not 70 now. But yeah, man, people used to always want me to follow in his footsteps, drive a truck, do this, do that. But, I never go to the, armed service and different things like that. But, I never really felt like following in his footsteps exactly was my way to go and was the plan for me. But as far as having something and having things that he possessed, which is willpower, strength, motivation, fortitude, resilience, articulation, all of those things, I feel like I possess. Physicality, determination. I feel like I possess all those things, and through my own tweaking of my own personal life, not to necessarily be like him 100%, I've, blossomed into, a great man, I believe. And I'm only here to, promote people, promote ideas, inspire, and, just work on myself continuously. Like I said earlier, 24/7, man, 365. Yeah, I feel like I haven't been venting in this throughout this episode, but I feel like I'm very, very grateful to have the podcast. Even though during the highs, even during the lows, I can reach for the microphone or the phone, or however I would choose to record from different times to time, and just, spit, quote unquote. Everybody from, urban areas doesn't have to be a musician, be a basketball player or an athlete, excuse me, or, I'll go the negative way. I've seen it happen. We all can find our way. We all can find our outlets. And we all can be whatever we want to be. If there's things or something you like doing or that you want to do or get into, push the button. Push the button. And I can understand certain people working, because I live this life here, working 5 to 6 days a week and feeling like you don't have any time for your whatever you want to do or whatever you are very, very passionate about. At points in my life, and I continuously do it, I cut out watching television to work on my crafts with an S. I cut out going places, seeing people, because I've never really had like a bunch of friends. I maybe had less than a handful at all times, and even now I'm dialing back as much time. I'm dialing back the accessibility to myself and not doing certain things that I would do just because I had free time, spending time with people and going different places, just spending time with folks that aren't in my immediate family and not contributing to like my personal success or putting time in on goals that I have and different things like that. Like hanging out to me and for me has been dead for a long time. Like, I've chosen to work on myself. I've chosen to go for what I want, post content and, find my niche. And really, I should try a lot of different things, not just, one thing or, I want to be a media company or I just want to be an executive or I just want to be a print model, which I do want to do, or I just want to act, which I do want to do. I want to get into like a multitude of different things. I feel like you're not living if you're not uncomfortable in something you're doing or trying more than one thing at once. Of course, you got to dedicate your time, your spirit, energy to whatever projects you're working on. Excuse me. Dedicate your time, strength, and energy to whatever projects you're working on. But, who says you can't have, like Gary Vee says, 49 plates juggling in the air at the same time or spinning and being comfortable with 5 of them dropping? Who says we can't change our mentality? I personally do not look to live upon an earth where I let people affect me mentally and physically. I look to live upon an earth where I can master my emotions, also continue to work on them every single day. I aspire to live on an earth where I can do what I feel is right, do what I feel is good for me, for my soul, for my spirit. And I also plan on taking care of myself. I feel like our mental health, our mentality is our own responsibility. No matter how much you love somebody, no matter how much you care for them, no matter what you do with them, for them, I feel like all the positivity and all the strengths come from within. Most of them anyway. Not to say you can't be inspired by somebody. Not to say that you can't sit down with somebody, have a talk, and you are motivated. Because a lot of people operate like that, which I do as myself as well. I like to draw inspiration from a lot of things. I might like to go outside and, take a walk to the mailbox or take the trash out and, look at the sky, feel the wind if there is any, just feel the weather on my skin and just feel the motions of my body moving and walking. I just want to feel those things sometimes. I enjoy being able to move around. I say that to segue into we are all not going to be able to move the way we want to in the years to come, if we're lucky enough to live up into our senior years, or we're not going to always have the vitality we have now. I'm not always going to have the motor skills that I have now. I'm not always going to have the mindset I have now. I'm not going to always have the willpower that I have now. I admit there are a lot of things I need to work on as a human being. I would be lying to you if I said that I had it all figured out. I would be lying if I said that my actions don't affect other people. I would be lying if I said that my thoughts and my way of thinking didn't hurt other people. I want to continue to work on myself. And again, as another part of that statement, I do not ever set out to do anything intentionally. As far as hurting folks, I do not do that. That is not a part of me. That's not who I am. I don't ever feel like I've done that without being provoked. Meaning, in my preteen years up until my adult years and maybe my 20s, I probably thought like that. But, from like 25 on up, I haven't ever thought like that again. Haven't ever felt like that. I've never, set out to just go hurt and attack people. Just not my thing. And it just ain't me. In conclusion, my final thought, man, is, protect your inner peace. Don't let anybody get you riled up. Do whatever you can to remain happy. Do not let anybody steal your joy. Do not let anybody affect you in a way where you feel so strongly about your disdain for them that you just don't, to complete that statement, that sentence, don't let it affect you so much as to where you don't feel like you can, talk to them. If you can't physically or, want to pick up the phone and answer text messages, that's a different thing. But, I do believe in breathers. I do believe in taking time if somebody upsets you. If that's your thing, a lot of people just engage and take situations head on, which, sometimes has to be done. But, I definitely respect the folks that decide to and need to, take a breather and a breath and all that good stuff. I feel like that's always good. So, reassess, get yourself together and, come back and, link back up, talk shit out and do what you got to do. To protect not only yourself, your feelings, your heart, but, to protect your relationships, to protect your partnerships, to protect your business, to protect your house and home, to protect yourself. I get it. I understand it, man. It's all about, healing. It's all about knowing how to talk to each other. It's all about learning how to bounce back from issues or problems or concerns or, but also, it's also about honesty too. I personally have to look within myself and work on things I feel like I need to improve on. I personally have to always be empathetic, always be the bigger man. I'm not going to say never take anything personal because you can't really control how you react to controlled instances or certain circumstances. But, I am working on personally how to move in this world. I'm working on it. And again, I continue to say I'm working on protecting my inner peace, protecting my thoughts, protecting my ideas, protecting my heart, protecting my health, and, protecting my willpower. Because, I feel like you got to always improve on that, keep it strong, and know what you want, love and like in life. Even when you don't know, figure it out. Do things. Put out content. Push. Move differently. We get 24 hours each day. If there are things you want to do, if there are lifestyle changes that you want to come into play, there's no excuses. 24 hours a day. You sleep some of them. You may make a living or do things to earn money in some of those hours. From how I heard it, in my opinion, there's no excuses not to do anything you don't want to do. Or anything that you want to do, excuse me. I'm also about supplementary income. I think it's very important if that's what you choose to do and that's what you want to do, as well as working. If you are one of the hardworking folks that has turned supplementary income into passive income into primary income, I commend you. I'm working to get to where you are. I do not want to punch a clock for the rest of my life unless I own the company and I'm doing things to, continuously promote it, continuously improve, continuously elevate myself. I feel like we are all our own cheerleaders. I feel like it's okay to cheer for other people, and I feel like it's okay to accept cheer and adoration from others. But I'll tell you this, do not let someone else's opinions and judgment be the all-be-all method of your own self-confidence. Do not let that happen. Just do not accept judgment of others for your own inner peace and happiness. Because people are going to judge you. People are going to talk about you. People are going to like you. People are going to love you. People are going to hate you. But in a way that I've learned is to always keep my fingers in my ears as far as judgment goes. Praise, I see it. I appreciate it. Disdain, dislike, I see it. But, I don't hear it. I give all respect to folks who get up every morning, go grind, go hustle. I give all respect to people who do not have to get up every day, grind, and hustle. I feel no way about either or the latter. Again, I'm happy to have a platform. I'm happy to be able to express myself 100% here, where no one has any say over what I do, where no one has any say over how I performed other than the analytics, where, nobody can dim my voice. I'm very, very happy for the podcast, man. If I had this when I was single, whew, Jesus, you guys would know a hell of a lot more about me. You probably would know a little bit more as to why or how I tick or whatever, however you want to put that. But man, this is one of the best things I ever heard to do. It's one of the best things I've ever experienced. I still remember the first episode in the library, standing in the breezeway in the entrance, barely even speaking. Talking about planes, talking about the sky, all the aspirations I had from that moment on, man. Oh, man, I couldn't have imagined being a year in, speaking confidently and talking about my personal life with people that are all around the globe, man. This is cool, man. This is awesome. I am grateful. I am eternally grateful. I'm very, 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 very happy. I thank each and every one of you for listening. This is my achievement. This is my milestone, or one of them. This is my heart. This is my soul. This is my blood, sweat, tears. This is my passion, man, to speak, to talk, to do, to live, to feel, to love, to like, to experience, to taste different things. This is me. There's no downside to being a bigger person. There's no downside to admitting when you're wrong. There's no downside to being empathetic to others. And I do not believe there is a downside to promoting positivity, love, honor, respect, thoughtfulness, and caring about other people. I personally cannot be mad at anybody for anything they do or say. If they're not trying to kill me or harm me in any way, I cannot be mad. I'm an individual. I am myself. I'm my own man. I make unwavering decisions. I have my own way of feeling. I have my own way of doing things. I'm most definitely not a preacher. But to anyone that wants to take my podcast or any of the topics I say and be inspired by them, cool, fine, dandy. I appreciate the listens. Overall, anyway, throughout everything I say or things I've done or things that I've experienced, I'd like to provide value. I'm happy that my voice can help folks or, help them come to terms with certain things and, maybe sit back and think and realize that not everybody's attacking you. In my own situations, when I'm out, not everybody's laughing at me. And even those that are laughing at me, like, who cares? Like, they don't know me. They're just, maybe laughing or judging me based on how I look or what I'm wearing. You don't know the person that's inside. You don't know what I've done. You don't know what I'm capable of. You don't have all the information. Like, you just don't know me. So, why should I care about what other people think about me? It's just pointless, man. And, to be completely random as I am, I've never bought things to impress other people because I couldn't afford it. I've never done things to impress other people because it just wasn't comfortable. But as far as my career, being a content provider or a content creator, I'm going to step outside of my comfort zones. I am going to post more. I'm going to really truly speak my mind more in my content, of course, and as well as my personal life as well. But as far as my personal life, I'm definitely going to, learn how to say things, I guess. Like I say, a lot of folks don't take things. Some people take things to heart, which is understandable. I get that. But, it's not really what you say, it's how you say it, which I understand that. But as far as me and my own personal life, myself, like, I'm still working on how I take things as well. So, I definitely get that and understand that. But, I want to be the kind of person that no matter what you say to me or how you say it to me, it won't affect me. I'm not going to say I'm going to be an emotionalist drone or anything like that. But, it's all about your mentality, man. A lot of this game and a lot of this life is about the mental part. That's how people really succeed. That's how people really stick to their guns. That's how people really, commit to something or, whatever kind of program they want to do, or if they, have any kind of physical thing they're trying to do and accomplish, the willpower and the mental is the most important part of it. Not the physicality, not the fact that you can actually do the things. It's be wanting to get up every single morning and do these things. That's the most important part. Which, I've been lacking in myself. And, I know a lot of people out there struggle with that. So, I get it. I understand it. And, it's hard to, commit to things. It's hard to be obsessed with things. It's hard to be repetitive and do things over and over and over, especially if it's, going to get you to a goal that you're trying to accomplish, or get you to a certain point where you can accomplish multiple goals, or just get you to a point where you can get in front of somebody and get your at-bat, get your quote-unquote at-bat, get your opportunity to get in a position to do some of the things you want to do, if not everything. But yeah, man, I'm super happy, man. Super happy. I'm happy that, I've gotten to speak this. I'm happy that to have gone through some of the things I've gone through, woken up in positive lights and positive mindsets and positive, with positive interest in mind. I'm happy to be able to have my voice emulate over these airwaves. I'm happy to listen to other podcasts. I'm happy to keep going even when other people exist. I'm happy to not worry about what other people have. I'm happy to know that even though my podcast is not on the level of a lot of the top people, it's never unwavering. It's never stopping me. I'm never worried about how I'm going to compete. I'm never worrying about how much money I'm making from it, which will be great to make some from it. I'm not going to sit here and be a fool. Once that happens, and once that's able to be done, I'm, going to be ready for that. Going to be ready to go. But, man, I'm just happy, man. I'm happy, man. Even throughout some of the things I go through that's maybe on the negative side, I'm happy. I'm not trying to keep up with anybody. I'm moving at my own pace to the beat of my own drum. Like some of the things I say, I'm not saying that to down nobody. I'm not saying that to judge anybody. If you do what you do, you do what you do. You know what you know, you know what you know. If you know, you know. But, me personally, man, I'm happy. Happy. I want to stay uncomfortable, and always improve as a content creator as far as that goes. But, happiness is a goal. Happiness is one of the goals, if not the goal, be all goals to set for goals to accomplish and always have in your bag. Be happy. Find your passion. Love what you do. Like what you love, man. It's all about you. It starts with you in the mirror. When you wake up, what do you see when you wake up? How do you feel? And if it ain't happiness, if it ain't positivity, seek the answers. Find out what can make you happy and how to get it. What are you passionate about? Go for it. Who do you love? Go for it. Show them, tell them, express it. Why do you love what you love? Express it. Put it out. Just put it out there. Post what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Don't live for other people, man. Make yourself happy first. I know judgment and peer pressure and all that is a powerful thing, man, but we have to overcome it. We have to do what makes us happy. Happiness and your mentality are the two most important things you need to exceed in anything. And willpower, of course. Consistency is the key. Consistency. I've spoken for 53 minutes and 52 seconds. And my voice is getting a little hoarse. Throat's hurting a little bit. But the show must go on. Seek the power you want. Seek the power you desire. Seek the love you desire. Go for it. if you can, try not to sit around sulking, worried, or concerned about another person. Even if it's somebody you love. You have to go for what you want for yourself first and foremost. Whether it be monetarily or whatever else. Of course, as far as money goes, we all need it. If you're in a position to earn it and you making it and you loving what you do, more power to you, man. I love you. I appreciate you for listening. Just go for it. Take that shot in the dark. Go, 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 go. You are a light in whatever circumstance you're in. You are a diamond in the rough. You are the best representation of you. You were born. You were put here for many reasons, not a reason. I know things happen for a reason, but you were put here for many reasons. You are legendary. You can go down in history. You can be a humanitarian if you want to. I want to be a philanthropist. You can too. Your goals can be accomplished. I'm working to accomplish mine as well. Let's do it together. Love, peace, passion, respect. Forever. Thank you for listening.